Hey guys, how's it going? Amanda Goldman Petrie, your AGP here from Market Like a Nerd. And this is part one of the series that we're doing all this week, where I'm showing you how to come up with creative Facebook ad collateral that you can use in your Facebook ads to come up with a ton of different angles and really address all of the different frames of mind that your prospects could be in. So we're going to be talking about that all this week. We'll have 7 different live streams because I really want to break it down into the different frames of mind that your prospects could be in so that we can really master each phase rather than kind of brushing over all of it. I'm going to give you an overview today. So today is going to be an overview of all of the different frames of mind that your prospects could be in, and then we're going to really break each of those down throughout this week so that you should have plenty of material to be able to come up with a ton of different angles in your Facebook ads and be able to be very creative in the ad copy that you're writing for these ads as well. So as you guys hop on here, go ahead and comment. Are you running ads right now or not? Just give me a yes or a no. I'm just curious to hear where you guys are at in the ads process. Do we have people on here who are, already running ads and they're just looking for some creative angles, or maybe you haven't run ads yet and you just want to make sure you go into it doing it the right way. So yes, I'm running ads right now, or no, I'm not running ads yet. Let me know in the comments section, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring up my screen share to show you what we've got going on today. And let me just make sure. All right, I want to make sure you guys can see and hear me and see the slides okay. Nope, that didn't work. I tried zooming in and it zoomed it out. Okay, you can hear me and you can see my slides. Perfect. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. Today, like I said, I'm going to give you an overview of the process and all of the different frames of mind that your prospects could be in, so you can make sure that you address all of those different frames of mind within your Facebook ad angles. And so I've broken it down into 3 steps, and we're going to go through those 3 steps today, giving you a bird's eye view of the overall strategy. So today is 3 steps to find transformation-seeking clients online as a coach or service provider using Facebook ads. Now, this is what we do at Market Like a Nerd. Our company has transformed a lot over the years, and we have actually tailored to specialize in all we do is help drive qualified traffic to your funnels. And this can be a variety of different funnels. All funnels need traffic. Whether you have a low ticket offer and you just have a simple tripwire funnel, we've run ads that have generated a return on ad spend from, even like really small ticket offers. So this one we spent $6,000, made $9,000, so it was a 44% return on investment. We have one client right now who has a $27 offer, and she's running her entire multiple 6-figure business just off of our Facebook ads, and it's a $27 offer. It's crazy. If you have, more of like a mid-ticket offer or a course funnel of some sorts, we spent $9,000, made $24,000. So that's a 160% return on investment. Or maybe you're doing high ticket offers. You have funnels that get people on the phone and you sell them into high ticket offers. We've run ad traffic where we've spent $8,000 and made almost 50 grand, which is a 567% return on investment. So it doesn't matter what you're selling, what price point it's at, what type of funnel you're running. You always need traffic. A funnel needs traffic. You can't make money. You can't get leads. You can't get sales with just a funnel. You need traffic, and Facebook ads is the best form of traffic. It's the most predictable and scalable form of traffic that anyone can run. Now, these numbers are really cool, and it's great to be able to say, ooh, look, we had a 567% return on ad spend, but we don't do this for the numbers, guys. Money, it's not what excites us anymore. It used to be, when I started off in business and I was, 22 years old and ripe into the industry, it was so exciting to be able to say like, ooh, my client spent $700 on ads. We made her $100,000. Real story. That used to be super cool, but that's not why we do this anymore. We do this because every single lead that we help you find is a life that we help you touch. We are excited by the impact that we help you make. So if you are a coach or you're a service provider and you're really making a difference in your clients' lives, we want to help you make more of a difference in more people's lives. Now, the problem is that you're probably very good at that. You're probably very good at what you do, but you need to reach more people in order to be able to do more of that good in the world. And to reach more people, you need more traffic, but as we've already established, that's not what you're good at. And it's definitely not what you should be spending your time on, because it's not like Facebook ads is, something you can do in 15 minutes a day. It is basically a full-time job running ads the right way. And you probably didn't get into this to be managing Facebook ads full time. So it would be great if you could hire someone else to do it, but you're just not sure who to trust and it needs to make sense. So guys, you deserve to work with someone who cares about you, who cares about your mission, who cares about your impact in the world, who can support you in reaching more people without adding to your overwhelm, your financial instability, or your stress. And so what I want to do is I want to show you the process that we use to help make this happen. This is what we call the straight A process. And this is kind of an overview. We're going to talk about getting attention from your prospects using Facebook ads, activating them as leads and buyers, and then agitating their problems, their solutions, and giving them the assurances they need so that if they don't activate as a lead or a buyer right away, you can retarget them and get them to ultimately end up getting over that edge and actually becoming that lead or that buyer. And this is a process that we've honed over years of working with Facebook ads and getting results for our clients. Our Minling, we spent $2,500 and ad spend made $40K. Valerie, she had over a 400% return on investment on a Tripwire funnel going to cold traffic. Sage, she spent $700 and ads made $100,000. Valerie, we turned $4,000 in ad spend into $125,000 in revenue. So we're getting results with our clients using Facebook ads. And like I said, this all sounds really cool. We used to be very excited about being able to say these like nice little case studies, but what's even cooler is that now, Valerie gets to help protect, she's a lawyer, she gets to help protect more businesses and make them feel safer at night, right? Minling, Sage, Valerie, they are amazing coaches and they get to impact more people's lives because we help them reach more of those people who they were really able to help. And this may make it sound easy, it may make it sound like a dream, but I just want to, before we get into this strategy, I want to do a quick little disclaimer that just like losing weight isn't easy, just like hitting 7 figures isn't easy, just like overcoming lifelong trauma isn't easy, the transformations that you help your clients go through, I'm assuming, I would bet they're not easy, and neither is this. But since you understand the work that's involved in creating transformations, hopefully you should get that and you should be game for that. Now, the good news is that even though it's not easy, it always works. Every single solitary time, this process always works. It's really just a matter of timeline. It's a matter of how long it's going to take. Just like nutrition combined with weight training and rest, that will always work. If you want to lose weight, if you want to get healthy, you should always look at nutrition plus weight training plus rest plus cardio. That combination always works. It's just a matter of time. It's going to take a different amount of time for different people. So just like you don't want your clients to give up and revert back to their old ways. You want them to stick with the path and sustain it. I want you to do the same for your marketing. I want you to do the same for your Facebook ads and stick with this process. Now that we've established that this process is going to work, it's just a matter of time. Let's cut the time out and let's just dive in. So the first step in the straight A process is getting attention. So you want your ads to get the attention of your prospects. And the problem with that is most people's ads, they look kind of like this, which isn't capturing attention. It's blending in, and no one is stopping their relaxing scroll through Facebook to read this, It's the same message for everyone. Most people, when they're running ads, they get, maybe two different forms of copy, like a long form copy and a short form of copy, and they get a couple different images that look like this, but it's mostly the same message and it's mostly the same image, just like little slight variations. And so it's pretty much the same message for everyone. You're assuming that everyone is in the same frame of mind, doing straight promos to every single person. But the thing is, not all prospects are the same. This type of message, this type of ad where you have a straight promo, meaning you are going directly into the offer. You are saying, hey, I've got this free gift, I've got this free webinar, I've got this free PDF, here, opt in for it, here's the title of it. This is for the type of person who knows what their problem is. They're already aware of the outcome that they want to create. They already know the path that's going to get them there. They're aware of it. They might not know how to execute that path, but they're aware of that path. It's like saying, hey, I know I need a webinar funnel. I don't know how to make the webinar funnel, but I know that that's what I need. That's the place that they're at. They know their problem. They know their outcome. They know the path, but they don't know, and they probably even know you, but they don't know your offer yet. That's who this type of ad is for. When you're doing a straight promo, talking about your offer, giving the name of your gift, and saying, hey, go register here, that's the type of person that it's for. And that is a very specific type of person. Let me tell you, most people on Facebook are not going to meet that criteria. So most of the ads that you're running are not speaking to the type of person that you're putting them in front of. And so what you want to do is you want to meet your prospects where they're at. What I mean by that is you don't just need a captivating message. It's not enough. Like a lot of Facebook ads experts or copywriting experts will say, oh, you just need a captivating message. You just need a polarizing message. And it's not just that. Like, yes, you want your message to be captivating, but the way that you make it captivating is that you craft the exact message that your prospect needs to hear based on their current frame of mind and their current level of awareness. They need to be aware of the right problem and the right solution before they can even think about becoming aware of you and your offer. So in the attention level of your Facebook ads, you want to be making your prospects aware of the right problem and making them aware of the right solution or the right possibility or the right outcome for them to focus on. So here's an example of an ad for a client who doesn't even realize that they are looking at the problem the wrong way, because that will happen. You will have prospects who you will meet and you know they're the right fit. You are aware of that, but they're not aware of it because while you know, oh man, they really just need to be focused on getting traffic, they're over there thinking, oh man, I just need, this new shiny object. Like I just need to nurture my list more, or I just need this right funnel. If I just get the right funnel, all of a sudden everything's going to change. No. It's not about fun. It's not about getting the right funnel. It's about getting traffic to the funnel you already have so that you can, get enough data, test and tweak and adjust until it works. You know that, they don't. So you have to educate them. You have to shift their frame of mind and make their level of awareness match yours, right? So for a client who the problem they're supposed to be focusing on, but they don't even realize it yet, you want to run an ad angle for that. So here's an example of an ad where we're addressing the types of people, the types of prospects who they think their problem is that their business isn't growing. They're struggling to grow their business. And we're telling them, hey, actually, you need to stop thinking about your business in terms of growth. You're thinking about it the wrong way. You need to shift your mindset to start focusing on how you can scale your business, which are two very different things. So let me educate you about scaling. And then when you're in that frame of mind, well, now you know the problem. So here's this gift I can give you that will help you solve that problem now that you know that that's the problem that you have, right? So this ad says, do not grow your business. Now you might be thinking AGP is finally ready for a padded sell. What on earth am I doing telling people not to grow their businesses? Well, let me explain. Lots of coaches come to me saying, I'm putting every waking hour into my business and I still can't seem to grow. Well, of course you can, I tell them, there's no more you to go around. When you're focused on growth, you're limited by resources, your time, your money, your health, your sanity, blah, 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 blah. But when you focus on scaling instead, you create more income and success with only a fraction of the additional time, effort, investment. In other words, you get a far greater return on everything you put into your business, and that's exactly what you've been looking for, isn't it? So in the copy, I'm saying most people are focused on scaling. Here's why that's bad. You should be focusing on, most people are focusing on growing. Here's why that's bad. You should be thinking about scaling. Here's why. And now that you know you should be focused on scaling, here's a gift to help you with that. And I do the same thing in the video. You can see in the video it says growth versus scaling. So again, you want to recognize there's going to be leads who are right for you, but they don't even realize it yet because they don't know they have the problem that you solve. They think their problem is something else. You need to convince them otherwise. So that's the first level of awareness that you want to address in this tier of Facebook ads. You need to make sure you're making angles that approach this frame of mind. Now, some clients or some prospects that you'll see in Facebook ads, they know their problem. They know that they need to get more traffic, but they are going to use a different type of solution for it. So instead of you want them to hire you to manage your ads for them or manage their ads for them, but they want to go and do it themselves. Or maybe you're a copywriter. You want them to hire you to write their copy, but they want to go and write it themselves, right? So they're aware of their problem, but they're focused on a different type of solution or a different outcome. And you need to convince them, no. This is the right solution. This is the right point B that you need to be focused on, right? So here's an example of this for a client who doesn't even realize they're investing in the wrong solution, and you need to shift their focus to go to the point B that you want them to be focused on. So this is an example of an ad where we are trying to get them to opt in for a group coaching program launch template pack where we're giving them sales page copy, we're giving them sales email copy that's fill in the blank. It's done for them because ultimately we want them to buy a pack of even more swipe. We have a whole it's called the Little Black Launch Book, where they can get sales page and sales email swipe, again, kind of like examples that they can go and model and make their own. And so we want the type of person who doesn't want to hire a copywriter. Like if they're just going to go and hire a copywriter, then they're not going to want the launch template pack. They're not going to want our swipe copy because they're just going to hire a copywriter. Well, they don't need that. We want the type of person who knows that copy is hard, but isn't going to go and hire a copywriter. They're going to keep trying to do it themselves. And so this ad angle is addressing essentially an objection. Oh, I'm just going to go hire a copywriter. And it's addressing the frame of mind that, oh, my solution to my copy problem is I'm just going to go hire a copywriter. And it's going to convince them, no, you can do it yourself. You just need this resource. You just need something to make the process of writing your copy easier. Here's another example. This is another ad where the person knows they need a funnel. They know that they need a sales funnel, but they're focused on the wrong type of sales funnel. They are trying to do a complicated sales funnel. They're trying to do a complicated webinar funnel. And we want to convince them, no, let's do something really lean. Let's do something really simple. So stop focusing on this complicated type of funnel. Here's a simpler version that we want you to use for selling your product in an automated way. So in this first tier, in this first part of the process, attention, the way that you get their attention is by meeting them where they're at, recognizing that their frame of mind is going to be such that they might not be aware of the problem that they have, and they might not be aware of the right solution to focus on. So you need to shift their frame of mind to focusing on the problem that you solve and the solution that you provide, or the outcome that you help them create, right? So that's step number one. That's part one in the process. Once you have ads that shift them into a level of awareness of their problem, shift them into a level of awareness of the desired outcome, at that point, then you can move on. Then you can begin to shift them into an awareness of you and of your offer. And that's where this second piece in the process comes into play. That's activation. Well, now you've got their attention. They're in the right frame of mind. So now you can activate them as a lead or a buyer. Now, the same sort of problems exist here with Facebook ads. A lot of times when you're trying to activate someone as a lead or a buyer, again, you're using the same message for everyone. But not all prospects are the same. Even when they know their problem and they know their desired outcome and they're aware of you, some prospects are going to respond more to emotional appeals. Some, in particular, with emotion, are very led by their fear. Some prospects are going to respond to logical appeals. And then there's others that they don't even need all that. They're just ready to go. Right? So if someone is going to respond to an emotional appeal, you don't want to send them the same exact message that you're sending to everyone else who's a logical thinker. So you need to give them the message that's going to make the most sense for their frame of mind and the things that they respond to. Another problem I see here is that a lot of people think if someone responds to logic, if someone is ready to go, if they're the type of person who's just, they're ready to get going, you send them to a promo for an opt-in page. But if someone's ready to go, you actually want to turn them into a buyer. So I'm gonna talk about how to do that. You can actually get people to buy right away at this stage. There are some people where you don't have to go through a big funnel. You don't have to go to an opt-in page, to a webinar, to a PDF, and all these other things. They're actually ready to buy, and you can get them to buy right away. Like I said, our client Michelle, she has a $27 offer. She makes multiple six figures. We run her ads for her, and she's spending like $500 a day on her ads, and she's getting buyers right from the get-go. She doesn't have like a PDF or a webinar or anything like that. We're just using the ads to find people who are at the right stage of awareness. We're meeting people where they are at and finding the people who are in the frame of mind of they know their problem, they know the desired solution, they know about you, and all we need to do is introduce them to the product because they're ready to go, right? So what you want to do is you want to try different angles to appeal to the different things that people might need to hear. You must be writing a variety of ad angles so that you can test the state of mind that your prospects are in and meet them where they are at and what they are going to respond to. So for example, you might have prospects or clients who are really guided by emotions. And so when you make an offer to them, when you are trying to get them to go opt in for whatever it is that you're offering, your free gift, your funnel, you need to use an emotional appeal in your ad copy, a straight promo where you say, hey, I've got this free gift. Here's the title of it. Go opt in for it. That's not going to work for these types of people because that's too logical. They need to feel it. And so for that, angles like this will work. So we've got an angle here where we compared running a coaching business to the pain of giving birth. And we talked about how painful it can be to run a coaching business. And we really appealed to the emotion of that pain and compared it to the emotion of giving birth. You know, there's pain and pleasure in both of those things. And so we really dug into the emotion and then let it into the offer. You can see here, we don't even say like the title of the gift. We don't say like it's a free webinar. We don't say it's a PDF or anything like that. Because we're not, these people who are going to respond to this are not guided by logic. They're guided by that emotion. So we really dug into that emotion. And then there's one here, Valerie, when we were running her ads to a funnel where she gives a response template. If someone asks for a refund, here's how you can respond. She's a lawyer. So we dug into the emotion of that situation. When someone asks for a refund, man, that really sucks. And you're really feeling that. And so we told a story that shows, man, when someone asks for a refund, they're actually putting you, they're ranking you lower than an eggplant. And there's a whole story that explains why that is. And it talks about how much that sucks. Like, man, when someone asks for a refund, that really sucks. And so it digs into that pain of that situation and then goes into that free gift. So you need to make sure that not all of your ad angles are for people who are going to respond to logic, which is what most ads managers are doing. That's what most entrepreneurs are doing when they start running ads, because they're ready. Your level of awareness, it's the curse of knowledge. You know the problem, you know the solution, you know the path, you know you, and you know your product. So of course, you in your frame of mind, you're ready to go into the opt-in. You're ready to start talking about that. But you have the curse of knowledge. They don't know what you know. So you need to meet them where they are at. Make them aware of that problem. Make them aware of that solution in that attention stage of your ads. Then at that point, you can start activating them as a lead and making them aware of your offer, whether it's the free offer or the paid offer, but meeting them based on what they're going to respond to. If they're going to respond to emotion, make sure you make an emotional appeal. You have angles that have that emotional appeal. Now, some people in particular, one of the emotions that they respond really well to is fear. And so you want to make sure that you do have some ad angles that address some of the fears that they have. So this is an ad angle that addresses how some people, they're afraid that they don't have it all figured out. They don't have a ton of testimonials. They don't have a ton of authority. They don't have certifications, so they're just not ready. They're afraid that they're going to fail because they're not the type of person who's going to see success. And so I need to dig into that fear and I need to address that fear. I need to address that essentially objection and tell them, look, you don't need to have all of this figured out. You don't need to have a ton of testimonials or authority or certifications. You don't need all of that. You're thinking about it backwards. You can do this thing. You can sell high ticket offers right now without any of those things. So stop being afraid and just start taking action. You can also take the approach of, instead of guiding them away from their fear, you can guide them into it. and say like, look, I know you're afraid and that's why you have to do it, and kind of use that as a way to drive urgency. So for these types of people, for a client who's guided by fear, you can have angles where you guide them away from the fear and you convince them, hey, this fear is wrong. Or you can guide them into the fear and you can say, hey, yes, you're afraid and you should be, because if you keep doing this thing, you're going to stay stuck where you are. And if you don't take action, that's where you're going to be forever. So you need to get this offer in order to get out of this place of fear, right? So you can guide them into it or you can guide them out of it. There will be other clients who they're very guided by logic. And this is when you can start getting more overtly promotional. The logical people, you don't need to get as emotional. You don't need to be as like FOMO driven. These types of people, you can go directly into your funnel. You can go directly into your pitch essentially and tell them what that free offer is. Obviously with the logical appeal, you want to explain to them logically why this makes sense for them and why your thing is better than everyone else's. So you can still address those types of things in your copy, but you can be more overtly promotional in the ad angles for this type of person because they already know the problem, they already know the solution, they already know about you. They just need to know about your offer. So logically, if I know I have this problem, if I know I have this solution and I know you solve it, of course, logically, it makes sense. I should have you be the person who solves it. That's the way that they're thinking about it. So for these types of people, this is when you start being more overtly promotional and sending those very, salesy Facebook ads to that audience where it just says like, hey, here's the free gift. This is what the name of the free gift is. Here's where you can go get it. And this is where you test, long form copy that goes into talking about that gift and the benefits of the gift. And short form copy that's just very direct. It's very like, hey, here's my gift, opt in for it, right? And this is where you can have more of those images that are a little bit more promotional. You'll notice in the fear, I'm doing a video because I can really drive into the emotion of that fear in the video. In the emotional ads, I've got real life images that I'm using because real life images evoke emotion. But when it comes to logic, I don't really need to do all of that. So I can have slightly more promotional images, salesy images in my ad angles. So this is where, and you can, hopefully you can see now that this is why most ads managers and entrepreneurs who are managing their own ads go wrong, because this is usually where they're going straight to. They're going straight to here. But that means you're missing everyone who doesn't know their problem, everyone who doesn't know the solution, everyone who doesn't know about you, and you're missing everyone who does know all of those things but doesn't respond to logic. You're missing all of those people. And you're only getting this one type of person. Now, there's also going to be other types of people who they don't need an emotional appeal. They don't need a logical appeal. They're not responding to fear. They know their problem. They know their solution. They know you. They just need your product. They're ready to go. And so for these types of people, you can actually go directly from ads to your paid offer. This is one of our clients. She's a health and fitness pro, and we send her ads straight into the offer because we are finding and creating, using the ads, we're creating the types of people who have the level of awareness where they are ready to get going, and those are the people we're driving to her offer, right? So in this ad, we are sending people directly into her paid challenge and getting them to buy a $27 offer because they are ready. And so this is another place where I see people go wrong. They think, oh, well, this person is ready to go, so I'm going to send them through my funnel. No, if someone is truly ready to go, if they're actually ready to go, you get that person on the phone or you send them into a paid offer. If you send them into a paid offer or send them into a phone call and they don't actually book or buy, then they weren't ready. They're in one of the earlier levels of awareness, and you need to send them a different ad angle so that they can get ready. Okay, if they're truly ready, they're going to buy or they're going to schedule right from the ad. So if you follow this process and you approach your Facebook ads giving all of these different ad angles that I've just described, you're going to work through a variety of levels of awareness with your Facebook ad audience that you're targeting. You're going to help them become aware of their problem. You're going to help them become aware of the possibilities or the outcomes or the solutions. You're going to help them become aware of the path they need to follow to solve that problem and get to that possibility. You're going to make them aware of you as the person who specializes in that path. And then you're going to make them aware of your product or your offering, whether it's the free gift or it's the paid offer. You're going to make them aware of all of these things. And at that point, they are aware, but they might not be assured. So that's where this last piece comes into play in this straight A process, is you need to agitate. Agitation is the last piece, and the reason why this is so important is because even if a prospect is aware, they might need assurance. Many people know perfectly well that they need therapy, and they know where to find a therapist, and maybe even they know the right type of therapist that would work for them. They know what options exist for them, but they're afraid or they're embarrassed, and they need assurance around that. There's plenty of people who know they need to stop smoking. They know why they should stop smoking. They know, that their life is going to be better if they stop smoking. They know all of the options that exist to stop smoking. They know the people that can help them stop smoking. They know the products they could buy that would help them stop smoking. But they just haven't felt the pain of smoking enough to feel the urgency to stop now versus later. So we need to give them the assurance, and we need to give them the urgency and agitate it, so that we can get them to the point of actually being ready. And so the secret here is assurance plus urgency in your ad angles, in your retargeting ads specifically. This last group, the agitation ad angles, they're going to be retargeting ads that are going to go to the people who you already know have gone through those levels of awareness. And what you're going to do in these ad angles is you're going to address all of the possible objections to the problem, to the possibilities, to the path, to the person, to the product, and you're going to give them a reason to take action now. So for example, there's going to be people who are going to know their problem, know their possibilities, know the path, know the person, know the product, but there's just something inside of them that's saying, you know what, maybe this isn't really the problem that I need to solve right now, or like, I know this is my problem, but it can wait. Like, I don't need to solve this problem right now. I know I have it, but I think it can wait. And that's going to be the way that they're thinking. And so you need to convince them otherwise. And so you want to make sure that you write ad angles that speak to that speak to, hey, you have this problem, so you need to solve it now. So this is an ad angle from an ad that we ran for Valerie Del Grosso that addressed that said, so they got one agreement template, and we said, since you only got one agreement template, your risk exposure is still pretty massive, right? Likely you missed a 20-minute window to get the membership for 50% off, but you can still join right now and get access to all of the templates and trainings. We're not joking when we say this deal will expire. So you can see the level of urgency is increasing. The level of directness and how overtly promotional we're being, it is rising, because now we're agitating. Now we're driving urgency. So we addressed, hey, you still have this problem. I'm not going to let you forget about it. And this is going to expire, so you need to solve it now, right? So that's the first type of ad angle that you're going to want to run when it comes to retargeting. You want to address the client who needs to be assured that they need to solve this problem right now. Then there's going to be the type of person who they know that they have this problem, but there's just something inside of them that's saying, I just don't believe that I can solve it. And maybe it's because they don't believe in themselves, and that's usually what it is. Usually it's that they don't believe in themselves. But you need to assure them that, yes, this is possible. Like, this can become a reality. And so you want to appeal to that need for assurance. So this is an ad angle from one of our clients. Again, she is a health and fitness coach. And in this ad angle, we're using kind of like the Russell Brunson language of, if all this did for you was boom, 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 and then we're addressing, okay, here's the possibilities. Here's what could happen if you actually took action here, and we're driving in the message of this is possible, this can be a reality. And so sometimes that's what people need to hear. They need to hear over and over and over and over again, this is possible. You can make this happen. This can become a reality. And so those are some retargeting angles that you need to be running. Other people, they feel very assured about the problem. They feel very assured that, yes, I can make this happen. I believe that this is possible, but they just aren't sure that the path you've outlined is right for them. Like, there's just something inside of them that they're objecting to it. They think, and maybe it's that they have other gurus out there who are telling them to do different things, and so they have all of these different messages. Or maybe they're afraid of what that path is going to mean, that it's going to be too hard or that it's going to be too painful. And so, again, an example with the health and fitness coach, she works with pregnant women, women who are going to be moms, and she wants them to start working out while they are pregnant. But there's some women who, like, they know that they're going to gain weight being pregnant. They know that it's possible to stay fit while pregnant because there's other moms who have done that, but they're scared of working out and exercising while they're pregnant. Like, is it going to hurt their baby? Is it going to hurt their body? And so she's going to make an emotional appeal in this video and explain the benefits of exercise during pregnancy so she can assure them that it's safe, that it's okay, that this path is fine for your body and for your baby. Then there's going to be other people who they don't know about you yet. They don't know, there's something inside of them. They don't know, like, or trust you just yet. And so you need to really become a person to them. And so for this, you want to make sure that you're doing a video. And look, you can see in this video, it's a little bit more fun. It's not like super promo-y. You can see she's smiling. It looks like maybe she's dancing or something like that. And you're really getting to know her because of the video. And then in the text, she's driving that urgency. Because again, you want to assure them of what they need to be assured of, and then drive that urgency to get them to do it right now. There's going to be other people where they have all of the levels of awareness and they feel assured about the problem, the path, the possibilities, the path, the person, but not necessarily your product. Like, maybe it's just not the right format. Maybe instead of coaching, they want done for you, or vice versa. Maybe instead of a group format, they want one-on-one. Maybe instead of online, they want something in person. It could be something about the product that they need assurance of. And so what you want to do is you want to address those concerns and those objections about your product specifically, and talk about how this product stands out and why it was designed the way that it was, so that you can help them to feel confident in the thing that they're about to buy. So this is an ad angle where we talk about what makes our mastermind different and why, and then she has a video here that explains why the mastermind was crafted the way that it was. And you can have a variety of different angles here, because you can think of all of the objections they would have around the product. Like I said, it could be the format, it could be the location, it could be, is it in person, is it online? Like, it could be a variety of different things that they feel an objection for about that product. So you could have a different ad angle for each of those different objections to the product. So if you let's just do a quick little recap. If you run ad angles that address all of these different frames of mind, where you get their attention by making them aware of the right problem, and you make them aware of the right possibility, solution, point B, whatever you want to call it, and then you activate them by appealing to emotion, appealing to fear, appealing to logic, or just activating them straight as a buyer if they're already ready. And then you agitate all of those levels of awareness. You agitate their pain. You agitate their objections. You assure them about their problem, their solution, the path, the person, the product, and you drive that urgency. You are going to see success with your ads. Like I said, this will always work. It's just a matter of how long. So I want you to remember something. Nutrition is nothing without working out and taking rest. Medication is nothing without therapy. Funnels are nothing without traffic. And just like all of those examples, you need all three of these steps, because your prospects will be in different frames of mind. They are individuals. They all think differently. They are all at different stages of their lives and in different levels of awareness. So you need to meet them where they are at. You need all three of these steps to work. Now, you can skip my advice altogether and spend your days helping, the little bit of clients that you have, wishing that you could get in front of more people and expand your impact. You can skip this advice altogether and stress about how to find the next lead, wondering what would have happened if I just listened to Amanda. You can skip this advice and not make the money that you want to make because you think Facebook ads are too risky or too expensive or too hard. Or, you can go and execute this, and you can execute it yourself, spending your days writing tons and tons of copy, because if you can't tell, it's a lot of copy. Wishing that you could focus more on your clients and your real gifts that you have that can help the world. You can execute this yourself and just stress when one of them doesn't work, wondering where you went wrong and why Facebook ads aren't working for you. You can execute this yourself and waste money on ads that don't work because you thought that DIYing it was going to save you money. And man, were you wrong, because that's not the case. Or you can hire someone. You can hire an ads manager to help you. You can let them write the ad copy, create the ad images, set up the campaigns, because that is what they do best. You can let them do all of the nerdy numbers tracking and split testing because it's way too time intensive for you to be doing yourself. Facebook ads are very nuanced and they are very time intensive. They are a full-time job, so let someone else do it. And you can hire an ads manager to help you and let them actually make money from ads, because like I said, the ads do work when you work them right. So, that's the choice you have to make. Are you going to skip this advice altogether? Are you going to execute it yourself? Or are you going to hire someone to get help? Now, hopefully you've seen that what makes the most sense is actually hiring someone to help. But who do you hire? Who do you hire? Because there's so many ads managers out there and they all make these different claims. So for that, I just want to remind you that this is a very nuanced process. And it's a lot of work. So what makes the most sense is for you to have the person who knows the process be the one to help you through it. It doesn't make sense for you to go to a chiropractor, or let's say go to a neurosurgeon, I don't know, whatever, and then say, oh, you've got this thing in your brain, and then go to a different, and they're the one who discovered it, and then you go to a different neurosurgeon for the surgery. That makes no sense. It doesn't make sense for you to have one person say, hey, this is the funnel that you need, and describe the entire funnel, and then you go to someone else to build it. That doesn't make sense. So we just described the process for you. We've just shown you this process it makes sense to have us be the people to help you through it. We can do all of this work for you, and we're actually so confident in our services that we even offer a guarantee. Most Facebook ad agencies don't offer a guarantee, but we guarantee that we are going to get your ads approved, or we will actually credit your bill each and every time that an ad gets disapproved. And this is kind of our way of saying, hey, we care about your reputation. We care about Facebook's terms. We care about their policies. We're not going to be the type of ad agency that's going to get your that's going to get your ad account shut down. That's going to get your ad account put on hold or any of those things, because we've had plenty of clients who have come to us and other ad agencies have done that, and then we've had to work through getting their penalties off and getting their accounts back up, and that's not what we want for you guys. So we actually guarantee that we are going to be a step above the competition, and if for some reason we fail, if for some reason an ad doesn't follow Facebook's policies and it gets disapproved, we're actually going to give you money. We're going to credit your account every time it happens. So all you need to do is click the link in this post, and what it's going to do, it's going to take you to the page that explains everything about our service, and it has a button where you can go and click to schedule a call, and you can use the calendar on that page. Just pick a day and time that works for you, and then we'll get on a Zoom call and we'll talk about the service. We'll talk about, well, I'll tell you what we'll do in just a second, but first what I want to do is I want to talk about who qualifies, because we are very selective in who we work with. We don't accept just anyone into our service. So we do require that you work in the industries that we work in. We work with coaches and consultants, whether you're local or you're virtual. We work with course creators. We work with service providers, so VA types, lawyers, real estate agents, and we work with health and fitness professionals. So those are the industries that we specialize in: coaches, consultants, course creators, service providers, lawyers, real estate agents, and health and fitness professionals. We require that you have an offer. So you need to have an offer, website, funnel, something for us to send traffic to. If you don't know what you do and who you serve and what you're selling yet, you're not ready to work with us. And we require that you come to us with a certain type of personality. We want to be working with committed business warriors who are serious about business growth, and they are willing to execute a bold, aggressive marketing plan. We don't want to work with people who have a lack mindset. We want resilient warriors who are committed to being successful and know they're going to be successful at any cost. We don't want to work with people who have a poor work ethic. We don't want dreamers. We want doers. We don't want to work with followers. We want leaders. This is a collaborative process, and we're going to need you to step up. So if that sounds like you can click the link on in this post, and you can schedule a call. And on that call, what we're going to be doing is, first we're going to talk about where you're at right now in your business with your offer, with your funnel, with your traffic. You know, what does your current traffic and conversion system look like? What are you getting leads right now? What do those leads look like? What are you selling right now? What does that sales process look like? What does the fulfillment process look like? Like, how are you delivering your services? So we just want to get a handle on the state of your business right now. Then we're going to talk about the desired state of your business. So where do you want to go with this business? You know, is there something about the way that you're running your traffic that you don't like, that you want to shift? Is there something about the way that your funnel is or is not working that you want to change? Is there something about your business model that you'd like to adjust? Or maybe you love the way that it's working and you just want to scale it up, and you have bigger dreams for the amount of people who you want to touch and the amount of people that you want to impact. That's totally fine. We just want to get a handle on what your goals are, so that the last piece in this process is we're going to audit your strategy, and we're going to say, okay, you know, this is what we think you should do, and we're going to give you a plan. We're going to give you a path. We're going to say, okay, A, B, C, these are the steps that we want you to take. Are you game, and what questions do you have? And then from there, we can go into a discussion of, are we the right people to help you down that path? Are we a fit for each other? Does this feel good? So that's kind of how that conversation is going to go. We are selective because our results are our reputation. We want to make sure that we can do a good job, and we want to make sure that we can help people, make an impact. Like I said before, we've got all the results. We've got all of the testimonials, the examples, the case studies, but we don't do this for the numbers. Money is not what excites us. We do this because we want to help you help more people. We want to help you to touch more lives. And so we have to be selective because we need to make sure that that's what's going to happen. We need to make sure that we can help you help more lives. It's a win-win for both of us. So if you want to see if you qualify, go ahead and click the link in this post. Go to the page, it'll explain our services, and you can just schedule a call and we will talk on that call to, like I said, discuss where you're at now in your business, what your dreams and vision is for where you want to go, and we'll give you a strategy audit where we will outline the path that we recommend for you. And from there, we can kind of discuss, is this a fit for us to be the people who help you down that path? So there you go, guys. That is the 3 steps to find transformation-seeking clients online as a coach or service provider using Facebook ads. It all comes down to the straight A process: attention, activation, agitation. You want to make sure that you are meeting your clients, your prospects, where they are at. They are not all ready to opt in for your funnel. Sometimes they need to be spoken to based on their level of awareness. So you want to make sure you're running all of the different types of ad angles that will meet those prospects at the level of awareness that they are at. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope that you learned a lot, and I really look forward to talking to you guys on the phone about our Done For You traffic services. So let me go ahead and check the comments here. So it looks like, okay, Judy, she said she's talking to Jody on Friday. That's awesome. Judy, if you have any questions in the meantime, obviously, so you're talking to Jody on Friday. I'm going to be doing these live streams all throughout this week, so you'll get to actually see, Judy, the strategies that we use when we're executing people's ads, and that'll give you a little bit more understanding going into that call with Jody on Friday. And of course, if you have any questions as we're going through any of this, definitely let us know. But we look forward to talking to you, Judy. Okay, guys, so that's the overview. Now, later on today, I'm going to dive more into that first tier, into the attention tier, and how, and like those levels of awareness, and how you can craft different messages to speak to the frame of mind that your prospects are in the earlier stages. So that's what I'm going to be doing later on today at, I believe it's 2 p.m. Pacific. So keep an eye out. I will see you guys. Oh, and if you want to bring some of your own ads to that live stream, I am more than happy to actually take a look at your ads and give you some feedback on that live stream as well. So come with some examples for me to look at, come with questions, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.